I found this expensive camera in the bottom of a canyon. Let's talk about it. So Sam and I went to explore this canyon off the Routeburn Track. It is a canyon that we have explored before without technical gear, and we decided to go back because there is a small, narrow slot section that we have not explored because we needed technical gear to rappel down into it as part of a canyoning or canyoneering mission. So if you're new to my channel or you just don't remember or know what canyoning or canyoneering is, it is a sport or activity, depending on who you ask, which involves traveling through canyons. Typically, this refers to technical descents, which require technical rope work, harnesses, ropes, carabiners, devices like that. So you need to have knowledge about knots and techniques, rigging techniques. So it's not just about rappelling waterfalls, though most canyoneers like canyons because they involve usually at least a couple cliff jumps and some natural water slides. And me being a lover of natural water slides since 2012, actually earlier, 2010, I was blown away when I found out there's actually a sport that is centered around natural water slides and allows you to access natural water slides that you can't just hike to. You have to rappel down into the canyon, and then you get to slide these things, you get to jump into these beautiful clear pools, pristine blue. In New Zealand, a lot of the pools are this glacier blue and they're absolutely stunning. So Sam and I went on a canyoneering mission. That's what we call it back in North America, canyoneering. They call it canyoning here. There is some debate of whether they are the same thing, which in my opinion they are. However, I think canyoneers actually have more knowledge when it comes to building natural anchors, because I've found that canyoning in Europe and here particularly refers to situations that are bolted, whereas in the United States you have to build natural anchors, and here they refer to that as advanced natural anchor building. So apparently canyoneering is more advanced than canyoning, because canyoning just involves bolts. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. A bit of inside baseball, as they say, if you're not too concerned with that sport. However, I think it's the best sport in the world. It involves cliff jumping, natural water slides, the occasional self-rigged zip line, which they also call a guided rappel, but it's pretty awesome. So if you can look into it and you have the means to get some training or even go on a guided trip, I highly recommend it. But anyway, so we dropped down into this canyon, and after the first rappel, Sam's like, oh, look what I found. I was like, huh. Oh, somebody dropped that off this bridge. So we were on the, off of the Routeburn Track, this canyon is, and I thought that was interesting. So normally I would just, whenever I find garbage, whether it's in a canyon or on a hike or something, if I see it, I take it out, because we don't want to leave garbage in a canyon, especially a beautiful, pristine canyon like the one we were in. So packed it up and took it out, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool if the SD card still worked, because coincidentally I just got a message about a phone I lost in Lake Tahoe like over 2 years ago, and they actually were like able to recover. The SD card still worked after being underwater all this time, and they said if you want us to send it to you, we will. And so I thought, oh, that's interesting, that just happened to me recently. So I wonder if I can find, first of all, I wonder if this SD card still works, and I wonder if I can find the owner of this to give him his footage, because it's either at the very start of the track or it's after 2 or 3 days of the track. So he could have a lot of footage or pictures on there that he wanted. And I noticed also, you know, he has the mic on here, so I'm wondering, oh, is this guy a vlogger? Is he a YouTuber? You know, maybe he wants that footage so he can make his video. I don't know. I didn't even know if I could recover it. But so I dried out the SD card, and turns out I was able to recover his pictures. He stopped in Glenorchy to take the standard picture at the Glenorchy boathouse, I think it's called. And he had just started. It was the very beginning of the Routeburn Track for this guy. Seems like a whimsical fellow. And I think the style of video he's doing, it's kind of a niche where it's like a no talking and just natural sounds, so no music and just them hiking. and there's a couple big hikers who do that. I think Craig Adams is one, and it's just a style of hiking vlog that's popular. Some people tell me that I should shut up and just play natural sounds and no music. So they're trying to force me into a niche. I will not be defined by a single niche, guys. I will create my own niche. Anyway, so I don't know if this guy has an established YouTube channel or if he's just getting started out, but either way, I would love to get him his pictures and his footage. So if you know who this guy is, or think you might know who he is, he was doing the Routeburn Track in December 2021, and he lost his camera, and I think this is the very last picture that he took, leaning over the edge, looking down into the canyon, and he dropped his camera. He may have been trying to change the battery in the camera, because I noticed the battery door was broken off and the battery was not in its compartment, so that he may have had that open and just dropped it because it was just crammed full of rocks when we found it. But I would love to get this guy his footage. So yeah, some canyon booty, we call it. Usually you find other canyoning gear down there, carabiners and miscellaneous stuff like that, rappel devices, and that's canyon booty. But this is canyon trash, canyon booty. I mean, this is an expensive setup. He's got a Sigma lens, a Sony 6400, A6400. So I haven't checked the prices on these, but I'm sure it's at least $2,000 or $3,000 right here worth of gear. So that sucks that got trashed, and I'm hoping that he wasn't just getting started on his YouTube journey and is now discouraged. But like I said, I would love to get this guy his gear. This was the first of several canyons we're getting ready to do, and I'm trying to figure out a way to package them to show you guys, because a lot of this stuff I'm just focused on the canyoning itself, because we just had one that was an 11-hour day the other day. It was a beautiful canyon, but my primary concern wasn't vlogging. So if I'm gonna make a video for you guys, I might have to do voiceover or something like that. But anyway, this was a great way for me to talk about this story, about the camera, hopefully get this guy his footage and show you some epic clips from that canyon. Plenty more. We've done 3 other canyons since then, so plenty more videos coming. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button. Plenty more epic stuff coming from New Zealand. In the meantime, get out there, find your adventure, and be infamous.
Infamous.